Hello Year 2 students, my name is Ella and we are at lesson 57. We are still looking at money. It's quite fascinating and I hope you enjoyed being a money detective last lesson. There's so much to see, isn't there? Okay, so what will we need today? Well, you'll need your learning book and some coins if you have them. That would be wonderful. So have a look around, see if there's any coins that you are allowed to use. And if not, you could make your own coins. We've got a few here. We've started to make some coins out of bottle tops. So we're just writing what they could be there. All right. So let's get moving on to our warm-up number talk. And once again, we're looking at that wonderful world of subitizing. So that's looking at amounts and being able to see what it is by grouping them together and not counting them out. So let's have a look at this collection of dots. And my question to you is, how many do you see? How many are there? Okay, now you know there's not a wrong way of doing this. In fact, there's lots and lots of different ways of doing it correctly. So let's have a look at 4 different ways that you may have seen these dots. And I wonder if you've seen them in this manner. So the first way I have been able to see them is to look at one side, another side, and one in the middle. So if I have a look at these dots, I can quickly see we have 5. I have 1 in the middle, and I can quickly see I have 4. And I did that quickly by knowing that that's 3 and adding a 1. So here we go, 5 and 1 and 4. Well, that is the magical number of 10. Then let's have a look at, remember we talk about the horizon, horizontal. So let's have a look at the way we look at this horizontally. Beautiful mathematical word. So I'm going to group those horizontally and I can see 2 and 2 make 4. I can see there's 3 there without counting. I can see there's 3 here. When I add these together, 4 and 3 make 7. 7 and 3, the magic 10. Our total won't change. It's just the way we get to that. Okay, so if we've tried horizontally, let's try the opposite, vertically. Okay, so let's have a look at some of our vertical dots. Might not be the most efficient way of doing it, but it's a system. Well, I'm going to have lots of different numbers here, aren't I? So let's have a look. I've got a 3 and 2 and a 1 and a 1 and a 3. So I think if I add all of these numbers up, I think we all know the answer will be 10, same amount of dots, but probably not the most efficient way. Okay, now our last one, let me have a think about how I might do this. I think I'm just going to take a left and a right. The left side and the right side, and I can see I have a 3, a 2 and a 1. This will give me 6, and I can see a 4 here. And once again, we have that magic number of 10. So subitizing, being able to see how many we have in a very quick, efficient manner without counting. So great warm up. Let's move to our lesson. And today's learning intention is to understand the value of coins. And we'll know we can do that when we can make equal values with different coins and notes. Sounds tricky. Let's get going. Right, what do we have here? Well, we've set up a lovely model that will show you the value of our coins using the MAB blocks that we've used before. All right, when we've had a look at place value and numbers, etc. So 5 cents is 5 ones, it's showing the value of. So if I'm using that rule, let's have a look at 10 cents. 10 cents would look like this, wouldn't it? 10 ones. Okay. 20 cents would show us 20 ones, or 20, each one is a cent. Okay, so we can see now what the value of these coins are as we go along. 50 cents, 5 tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 50 cents. Let's look at the $1. Remember, $1 is 100 cents, and that's what it would look like. 100 cents makes $1. Okay, and the last one here, our tiny little $2 coin, which we know has the greatest value when we're looking at these coins, is worth 200 cents. I hope that helps you understand the value of our coins. Okay, so now I've got some coins ready for some skip counting. We've done this before and we must be getting better at it. So let's try some skip counting with coins. Here we go. What are these ones? 5 cents. So we're counting in fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. I have 50 cents in this line. Let's try again. We have some 10-cent coins. So here we go. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. 100 cents, 10 lots of 10 coins. This means it makes $1. Okay, let's have a look at the next one. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 100 cents, 5 20s make 100 cents. And that was a lot like counting in twos, wasn't it? But we had a 0 on the end. We were counting in lots of tens. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. $1. Here we are at 50 cents. I have 2 of them, so we're going to count in 50s. I know we can count in 5s, so let's try counting in 50s. So we have a 50, and double 50 makes 100. 100 cents. But you know, we don't say, could I have 100 cents? We say, could I have $1? Because we know what 100 cents is $1. So let's go through these again. 100 cents here, $1. 100 cents, $1. 100 cents, $1. And this is a little bit different. We have 10 lots of 5 here and 10 lots of 5. We know we'll make 50 cents. Okay, great skip counting. Let's move to the next activity. Okay, so for our last activity, let's have a look at how we make equal amounts of money. And for our first example, I'd like to try this amount. Can you tell me what that amount is? So we have 2 20s and a 5. 2 20s and a 5 will make 45 cents. What are 2 other ways we could make 45 cents? So let's have a think about that. 2 different ways to do that. I think I'm going to use my 10-cent coins. How many will I need to make 45 cents? I'll need 4 10s, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 5. 45 cents is the same here as 45 cents. I'm just using different coins. Let's try 2 different ways. So if I've made 45 cents this way, perhaps I could make it a different way by using a 20, add 10, 20, 30, add 10, 40, and 1 5. So here are 2 different ways that equal this amount of money. 45 cents, 45 cents, and 45 cents. How very interesting that our coins can move around in that manner. Let's try another one. 2 different ways to make the same amount. So let's have a look at, what do we have here? How much do we have here? $1.20. What are two different ways we could make $1.20 using the coins we have here? Okay. I think I might use 50 and a 50. Double 50 makes 100, but we say 100 cents is $1. So we have $1 here and we need 20 cents more. So now we have a value of $1.20, which will equal $1.20. Let's try one other way we could make $1.20 using our coins. Well, I might have a look at my 20s now. We've done some skip counting with 20s. Let's have a look. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. 100 cents is $1, and I'll need 20 cents more. I think I'll have a look at my 5s. 5, 10, 15, 20. 20 cents. $1.20 equals $1.20. And we have the other way here, $1.20, $1.20. So we've made two different ways to make the same one. And I think we're getting very good at this. Let's try one more. How about $2.10? I need $2.10 made two different ways with our coins. So I think I'll have a look at $1, $2, and I need 10 more cents. Here it is, 10 more cents. $2.10, $2.10, and one more way. I'm going to use my 50s. Remember, double 50, 100, double 50, 100. So now I have 100, 200. 200 cents makes $2. And let's try for 2 5s make 10. So now I have $2.10, $2.10, $2.10. Two different ways, lots of different coins. Okay, so let's reflect. Today we learnt how to make equal values with different coins. And for your doing task, we're going to do something very, very similar. So let's have a look at what that might be. So we're going to have fun making amounts of money in two different ways. And these are the amounts I would like you to try in your learning book. 20 cents, two different ways, 50 cents, 85 cents, $1.20, and $2.50. So remember, if you have some coins, they might help you. If you don't, you can make your own pieces of paper, bottle tops, and you might have some play money, perhaps from a board game you have. So have a look and see what you've got. So let's try two different ways of making these amounts of money. Enjoy, and I hopefully see you next lesson. Bye for now.